Now in Fallout 76, if you currently use a Gatling gun with 5mm ammo, you might be hitting with damage numbers like this. And if you use 2-shot explosive, you might be having a little less damage since there's a bug going on right now from Angry Turtle's video where he talked about 2-shot explosive weapons. But y'all, inside of the PTS, I don't know if this is an intentional thing or not an intentional thing, but this is the first weekend that we are able to test out inside of the PTS. And I just wanted to jump in after having our hands on in New York with the update. I wanted to go onto my build and see how difficult things were for us as we go through Appalachia into Ohio. And it's crazy because this Gatling gun is reminding me of why I fell in love with it in 2018. I mean, it's kind of looking like 2019 2-shot explosive numbers with this Gatling gun. We are taking a trip in the past right now on the PTS, and y'all, it's hitting for over 2,000 damage on a crit. Once you get all of your onslaught up, your adrenaline, your bullet storm, it is hitting like a tank. And like I said, I don't know if this is intentional. I don't know if this is unintentional. I'm going to send it to my contact at Bethesda and just ask the question, hey, did y'all make some changes to numbers, or is this 2-shot explosive fixed? I'm definitely going to be testing out 2-shot explosives like the Gauss shotgun and stuff like that inside of the PTS and see if that has been fixed. But y'all, I think a lot of people might be falling in love with the Gatling gun just like I did so many years ago, because as far as it goes with the damage that you put out, you'll never run out of ammo with this thing. Contextual ammo is always going to be feeding you, so you're never going to run out of ammo. It's good to build up bullet storm. It takes a minute, but with the 2 shots firing 2 projectiles per shot, that means that it's building up your bullet storm faster. It really is something that, like I said, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised at the damage that you're seeing on this screen right now. I just want to make this quick video talking about this to bring to your attention that, hey, Bethesda really is changing up the wasteland, it seems, to where more weapons are viable. I mean, look, it is a Bethesda game, so a stealth archer build is always going to be viable. We learned that lesson in Oblivion, Skyrim, you know, any game that has an archery type of class. But really, in 2025, the Gatling gun being back as a viable build in the wasteland, just roaming around doing events, is not something that I expected. You see, I love this weapon because it's great at events. I can do that 1% damage to an enemy and make sure other people tag the enemies so they get their experience and they get their drops from the enemies. But y'all, this is one that can wipe out events. I kind of want to see an eviction notice pop up and see if I can solo an eviction notice with the Gatling gun. That would be an absolute wonder, like mind-blown thing to my head, because if you don't know, that's one thing that we used to test builds, test weapons with, is when an eviction notice came up, can you solo it with that weapon? And the Gatling gun's never been able to do it, but maybe now with these damage numbers it could. But let me know what weapons you'd like to see us test out in the PTS. That's right, friends. There are some new weapons that we definitely need to test out. And there's one weapon that I cannot see the damage numbers going to the lab server their way they are. And kind of the same thing with this Gatling gun. I think it's going to be toned down a little bit, but we'll have to see if Bethesda gives us a confirm or denial or anything like that. But y'all, let me know what weapons you'd like to see me test. Let me know your thoughts on this Gatling gun. If it keeps these numbers, would you pick it up? Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to check this video out. And thank you so much to the channel members for the continued support. Y'all have a great and wonderful day out there in the wasteland. Peace. Love ya.